Hey guys, it's Wednesday and it's time for you to take your finger up off of that screen because it's time for us to talk. Today is our Women's Wednesday, and I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. All right, so this morning, I really told you I've been in a really heavy writing era, and I go around and I watch, I scroll sometimes, and I'm looking at these women, and I'm so proud of us. I'm proud of what we're doing. It's like everybody has their own personality, everybody has their own thing that they're doing, and it just amazes me. And, especially in our society, we have so many people that, you know, dog out women, and that just bothers me. I'm like, we are so amazing. I love being a woman. I absolutely love being a woman. Ain't nothing like it to me. I love the curves. I love the way that we talk. I love the way we articulate. A lot of times when I see you women on here, I take the moment and I compliment you because I want you to know how amazing that you are. Sometimes we'll find ourselves, you know, doubting who we are and all that kind of stuff. And that hinders your growth. It hinders who you are. And so I wrote this song this morning with y'all in mind, and it's called Crowned, right? Um, I love us. I love us. And it's called Crowned. And it's like, I want you to remember that you are a diamond and that you are expensive and that God has given you a crown. As women, we have been crowned with beauty and glory and femininity, which is our power. Whether you have on hijab, or whether your hair is down, or your hair is braided, or it is dreaded or locked, you are beautiful and you have a crown. I know that we live in a toxic society where women have a hard time, complimenting women. And, I make that my business because you never know who needs to hear that. And you could be, sorry, I was blocking a yawn. You never know how your compliment can brighten up somebody's day. I mean, you may run into somebody and they are having a bad day. And you say, girl, you wearing that dress. Girl, your hair is together. If you look good, I'm finna tell you, girl, you wearing that dress. Girl, them shoes is wearing you, okay? Because it doesn't hurt to be nice. It doesn't cost you anything. When you see your sister working hard, girl, you doing that. You doing that. It's like especially if I hear you doing positive, I'm like, oh my gosh. Even if you're not, it's like supporting each other is important. Let me tell you why. There's a woman on here. I can't remember what her name was. And she was, she's a content creator. And she was talking and she said, and she started talking about the things that she was going through. She had lost her job and all of that stuff. And, that pricked my heart because first of all, she was being transparent. And especially on these here internet, as cruel as people can be, she was being transparent. And I just began to pray for her, like, Lord, bless her. Because she's in need. She's creative. You've got doors. You see where those doors are. Hear me when I say, as a woman, it don't take much to encourage. I see your encouragement to me. And I'm so thankful, for those that, watch, those that shadow watch. I want to say how much I am thankful for you. There's one, I got to learn her name. When I say she brightens up my day, she brightens up my day. Let me tell you. But there are many. But when that do it. I'll be like, hey, period. Amazing. And then she had another one. She was in the store and I put him below. Get in the studio right away. I meant that. Because that society, we need a society of women that's like, I'm going for broke. And I need somebody to be like, girl, you doing it. And just like y'all push me, I be trying to push y'all too. So know this, y'all are crowned. You hear me? You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't be afraid to let people see who you are. Because for a long time, I'm telling you, people will try to keep you in a box. Let's talk about that. In my book, Box View, I talk about societal boxes, okay? Society will lock your hind parts up in a box, trying to make you fit a standard that you will never fit. I'll give you an example. I grew up, Christian in a Christian home, and I used to, we went to church, and one of the things that I bucked, y'all gonna be like, what? I bucked the thought of the virtuous woman. And the reason I did was because of bad teaching. We weren't taught correctly. They had her sitting in a chair, barefoot and pregnant, and don't have an opinion at all, in a rocking chair, making biscuits and raising kids. And for me, I said, no, Lord, no, I don't want that at all. But society develops views, and this is what we feel is beautiful, and this is the shape that we feel that you should be in, this is the size that we feel you should be, and this is the complexion that you should, and you need to wear this kind of makeup. And if you don't, you're not one of us. Who the flip came up with this crap? And why is we following it? If I want to wear makeup, I'll wear makeup. If I don't, I don't. Why? Because being the individual is beautiful. Being just who you are is so beautiful. As kind-hearted as you may be, as rough as you may be, whatever it is, you are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. That thing is about to just make me happy deep down in my soul. I'm going to share something real quick. I remember my first lady saying years ago that she chose joy because there was a point in her life when she didn't have it. And I can say that for so long, people were always trying to, squash my personality. It's too big. It's too much. You're too boisterous. You're too excited. When I preach, different when I preach, and, I'm a little rough around the edges, so I'm gruff when I'm, in the pulpit. But that bothered people. And people would try to squash it. But now that I got free from all of those barriers, and however God wants to use me, He can. I don't care what you guys do on here. As long as it's coming from that inner part of you that makes you feel whole, do it. Do it, do it, do it. I'm going to figure out her name. I love you. Just in case you see this, I absolutely love your spirit. You have no idea how you've blessed me. I think that's where I was trying to go, and I forgot. I'm 46, y'all. I got a bad report from the doctor, right? And I happened to see her on. And I forgot. I don't even know what she was dancing to, but she was getting it in. And what she said, it like clicked in my heart. And I said, God, thank you for, even though she may not have thought what she said was like, ooh, bars. What she said was potent and powerful enough. And it was honest from her heart that I was able to get up that day and have a good day. So when y'all get on here, I think I'm going to do a video about that in a second. But I really want y'all to know, women, I love you. I love you so much. You're so amazing. Also, my book is in TikTok shop. Keep being amazing. This is on Women Affirmation Wednesday. And keep going, because you're doing it, and you're doing it big.